I call this meeting to order. Zach or John, would you do the roll call, please?
Zach, you need to unmute.
Dr. Boberg.
Here.
Dr. Broderick. Dr. Daly.
Here.
Dr. Daly, gotcha, thank you. Dr. Durso.
I'm here.
Thank you. Dr. Fern. Dr. George. Dr. Gerling.
Yep, I'm here.
Thank you. Dr. Katz.
Yeah, I'm here.
Thank you. Dr. Laporte. Dr. Mulvey.
He's here.
Which one? Who's here? Laporte or Mulvey?
Dr. Laporte is here. Sorry, I was on the mute. My apologies.
No, thank you. Dr. Pond then. And
I got a
Dr.
text from
Williams.
him. He's on a plane.
And then Dr. Williams. I thought I saw him.
Here.
And Patty Bashaw
I am here.
and Tammy. And that is it.
Okay. Hopefully everybody had an opportunity to review the minutes. May I have a I just need a motion to approve the minutes in a second.
Sorry, your audio is glitching, but I will move to approve.
Thank
I'll
you.
second.
Any opposed? Any opposed?
You're good.
Okay, thank you. If my audio is getting horrible, let me know, please. Because obviously I can't tell at this end. Okay. Past minutes passed. I see Patty's using an AI note taker. Is that something we probably have to?
That has
Talk
come
about
on
something
automatically. I
like-
don't know how to shut it off. It does this on all my meetings.
I can kick it out.
Thank you.
Great, thanks, John. Okay, let's do CMAC med standards. And SEMSCO. So we had a pretty interesting CMAC, and you guys clicked on about sort of the end of that discussion. We kicked up a little bit before the meeting. I'm going to end with that though, and just to give you some heads ups on protocols coming at us this month. Let's find the right document here. Here we go. Okay. So the blood product rollout is rolling very slowly at a glacial pace. I don't know when that's actually going to become a reality, but that's what we're going to have a little small group meeting about later. Incoming protocols are regarding balanced crystalloids. I would predict that we're going to be able to use lactated ringers or really anything else that's a more balanced crystalloid than saline, and continue to use saline in the future. So that's coming to the protocols near you. There's also an postpartum hemorrhage protocol coming, which should be really good and will mimic the trauma protocols, and a preeclampsia protocol that gives providers the ability to use magnesium for preeclampsia, both in the pre and postpartum periods. So that'll be cool. Also part of the OB hemorrhage protocol will be oxytocin, so that's coming. So those will get approved hopefully for January and then get rolled out by July to become reality in July. So that's the new protocol cycle, which makes a lot more sense than what we used to do before with this sort of random attack of protocols. There was a gentleman by the name of Dr. Gene Heslin that came to the CMAC meeting. He is the first deputy commissioner and chief medical officer for the New York State Department of Health, i.e. he's a sort of a deputy health commissioner. He came to talk about the sunset of the critical care, but this is the first time we've had a representative from the New York State Department of Health Commissioner office ever that I know of at the CMAC. So it was pretty exciting to have him there, and he plans to continue to come and participate in meetings. So we may actually get a lot more done in the future because we never had that direct link to the health commissioner's office. So hopefully that continues. The bit of news that he came to talk to us about was the sunset of the critical care. The Commissioner of Public Health approved the sunsetting of the critical care back in 2017, I believe. And at that time, that notion of sunsetting the critical care, right? No more critical cares in New York State, did not have an end date. So this 2027 end date happened after the health commissioner approved that move by the CMAC. Dr. Heslin came to say the commissioner doesn't want to have an end date anymore, or at least not this end date. So that whole program, I don't know what else to call it, is on hold now. We were expecting that all of the critical cares needed to either bridge to paramedic or not by 2027, and that was the plan right up until this last meeting. So if they were not able to bridge by 2027, they were going to function as AEMTs. We have no idea what the future holds now. So, will critical cares be able to be critical cares for the rest of their career and there's no sunset date? Maybe. Will they readjust the sunset date to some other year? Maybe. Will the CMAC decide 2027 still it and you can be called a critical care but function the way you used to as a critical care? Maybe. Could something else happen? Maybe. We don't know. So stay tuned for the next CMAC meeting to find out more about the future on that. It's important for you guys to know as medical directors, though, because it's a pretty hot topic in EMS. And if your providers have not talked to you about this and expressed their concerns about it, they probably will. So I don't want you to get ambushed and not know that this happened, because this is something that everybody's talking about and trying to come to grips with. So that's the CMAC report. John, do you want to do SEMSCO or you want to do it as part of the program agency?
I can do a brief SEMSCO. So ambulance minimum equipment regs were updated, so that has gone out to everybody. I'm not sure if we sent it directly to the doctors group or not, but we will if we haven't. Part 800 has finally been updated after 30-ish years. So that's a good thing, and it shows that something is actually finally happening and getting done. There was a lot of discussion about the CC sunset and will it or will it not happen. Dr. Bombard summed it up pretty good. I don't think I have anything to add to that. And then there was also discussion of the other regs that are coming out. So blood regs is still being written, but it is close to coming to the public comment phase. Same with community paramedicine. The regs are almost done for that, and then they go out for public comment and everybody puts their 2 cents in and then it goes back. And so we're probably still a year out on all of that at minimum. Yes, Dr. Williams.
Sorry to beat a dead horse. For the critical care, did they put a date on when they're going to revisit this, or is it just paused indefinitely?
They're actively revisiting it now. I think there's a lot of conversation going on. One of the things that the deputy commissioner did say is that he felt that he wasn't getting an accurate depiction of the conversations that were going on with CMAC and SEMSCO. And not pointing blame at anyone. He was very diplomatic about it, but that has further engaged him to start coming to all the CMAC and SEMSCO meetings moving forward. So he can make a better decision. One of the things that their office was told that these CCs were going to be taken completely out of the workforce. It was never relayed to them that there would be a change in their level of care. So the commissioner's office came in with the idea of thinking that all of these providers were going to be kicked out of the field, when that's not the case. So I think there was a lot of misrepresentation of things that had been said to the commissioner's office. And so I think now we're just doing a lot of fact finding and making sure that the decision is made based on facts and not somebody in Long Island spinning some stories.
Cool.
I will 99 and 44 100% guarantee that this will be on the CMAC agenda for December 10th. And the only reason I can't give you 100% is because I don't write the agenda, but there's no way they're going to leave this off. This is a hot topic and everybody's talking about it. We're certainly going to talk about it again at the next CMAC.
And aside from that, I don't have much more. Oh, sorry.
You want to roll right into program agency? Or do you have some more?
I thought somebody else was saying something, but
No,
I
sorry.
cut somebody off. Maybe not. Sure, we can roll into the program agency report. Zach, if you want to pull that up. Specifically, we'll just jump to the CQI initiative because that's got the most to do for this body. Or we can jump to the agency operating renewals.
Yeah, the only thing that we have really is the 3-month renewal from Altona from last time, and they did submit all of their paperwork. So that's in the file there. So we can, they're Dr. Durst. He did mention that they were okay last time. We just need, I think it was like a couple things from, so they submitted all that, so they're all set.
Awesome. Mike, any concerns? Any reason we shouldn't just vote on this?
No, I was just checking again with the captain from Altona EMS. All good for my end.
All right. May I have a motion to approve Altona for a regular agency operating renewal, not just an extension?
I'll approve, or I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
And a second? Great. Any opposed? All right, so moved. We have a little old business. How is this co-chair model going for you guys? I'm psyched about it, but that's just me. Any feedback whatsoever? Does anybody hate it other than Tom?
Dr. Pond's not here, so I don't think we're going to have much to discuss.
I'm cool.
Okay. Beautiful. Let's continue then. I think it's.
No, look, it's going fine, right? All the work that needs to be done is getting done. It's an easier burden on everybody, and it sounds like it's a more sustainable solution. So I haven't seen any negative or downsides of it. So as long as you guys, meaning Tiff and Tom, are happy, great. Let's carry on.
Great. Thanks, Doug. I'm very, very thankful to have Tom on board. I love being the chair. I love being the co-chair more, and we've already talked more than we used to by quite a lot. So I feel like I'm much more informed about what's going on across the region than I was. So I feel like this is better for everyone and a better representation. Okay. Education in QI. I didn't see Scott Harwood on. Does anybody see Scott Harwood on?
No, Scott.
I can just
Okay,
make
no, Scott.
mention that we had other classes running in Saranac Lake and up in that area. We also have a very large EMT class running in Keene. We have 17 people, which is a lot. But it seems seems to be going pretty well. Some young kids in the class that are 16 will be 17 by the testing date, so that's pretty cool. Other than that, I haven't heard of anything else going, any issues or anything in our from North Country Community College.
Cool. I know there's a new basic EMT class going up in Scott's neck of the woods, led by Kelly Grayson. So there's 2 EMT classes going on up there. And then I think Kirsten's got an A class going on at the community college in Saranac Lake. So looking good for BLS stuff. ALS, I didn't see Storm on. Is Storm on?
No, sorry.
Around, oh, no Storm. Okay. I don't have a Clinton college update for you guys, but I can tell you the new paramedic class is taking applications. The application period ends in December, so they're really generous about it, which is kind of nice. And we're looking forward to a new year, and our current students are getting pretty close to the end. They're certainly going to be looking for a little more physician-led time with you guys, so don't be surprised if they're asking for some shifts with you. And they're pretty fun students to have. Please try and treat them like you would a beginning medical student, right? Like send them off, have them go see a patient, make sure that they present correctly, right? Like do a real physical exam, create a good differential. They're at the point where they can actually produce a pretty decent differential at this point. So it's a little less frustrating than when they start, which is nice. Okay. QAQI. We don't have a Storm. We do have a Patty that gave us an education report. Do you want to talk to us a little bit about QAQI?
Well, first of all, we love Laura Mulvey to death, but we are changing out medical directors, and there's some I'm very happy that Maddie is coming on daily for our medical director. We're in that transition period. QAQI is going great. We are making some headway. I feel that from time to patient contact to when the first vital signs gets taken, we're seeing it some. We're almost having to get to specific provider interaction now because some are still like, I saw some last night, like 27 minutes, it's kind of out there. So we'll probably be reaching out to those folks to see if we can't bring that around. But we aren't seeing any major issues. We're looking at appropriate destinations. The newest one that came up today that we're talking about is their mode of transportation to the hospital, lights and sirens versus not. So I think we'll talk about that for next year. But I'm really excited to have, Dr. Daly on board.
Yay. Awesome.
She gives a wicked
Tom, you wanna talk about-
rhabdo presentation if anybody's interested.
Cool. All right, Dr. Williams, Glenn's Files.
We talked about our trauma transports at our last meeting, trying to make those as efficient as possible. Ways to manage trauma. We had Dr. Edwards come up, just trying to give us feedback on, how we can best manage the patients, trying to get them to the appropriate destination. So work in progress as usual. That's about it for the updates.
All right, Dr. Katz. Hello, Ben. Ben Katz. Where's Ben? Ben says no updates. Oh, he's texting me. Okay. Fair enough. And Dr. Laporte.
We started our QI at Saranac Lake, and I'm starting the reviewing chart and giving comments and officializing the QI process. We had some QA issue at Long Lake, which I'm sure you heard of. That's been taken care of. Otherwise, nothing significant.
Okay. All right. I think we're on to new business. Am I missing anything, you guys? I'm cruising here. There are some proposed meeting dates. I don't know if you guys got to review those. Do you want some extra time to review those and just get back to me by email whether they're okay or not? I feel like we probably, none of us probably really looked, I'm guessing. Tell you what, I'm gonna make an executive decision. John, can you email those out to everyone? And if you guys would just all get back, like legit check your calendars and get back to me and make sure that there's nothing that's just kind of garbage for all of us, and then nobody shows up and we don't have a quorum, because that's a waste of everybody's time. So let's do that by email so that we have more time to look at our calendars, because if I know us as a group, I know we didn't look. All right. I think we are at public comments and adjournment.
So I do just want to add that we are approaching our little over a year and a half with the CQI initiative on the new state schematron. So Amanda and Zach and I are going to start pulling together data, and then we'll share it out to the regional medical directors, and we'll actually send it out. We'll break it down by QA/QI group for the Mountain Lakes region and send it out. So that way you guys see what we're seeing at the 3,000-foot view of where there are issues and problems. And just a reminder, if you need our assistance and need somebody who is not intimately involved maybe with an agency to review charts, that is a service that we are here to provide. We do it for the North Country region. We actually handle all of the North Country CQI, which is a little daunting at times, but it is a service that we do provide and we're happy to help with if you ever feel you want it. Other than that, I don't have anything else to add. If there's anything that you want us to look into QA/QI or data and informatics wise, please let us know. We have the stuff to be able to do it.
All right. I'd like to invite/beg all of you to stand for a small group meeting regarding blood products and antibiotics. This will conclude the public meeting portion of the show. May I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Okay, and a second.
I'll second.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Nice to see you. See you again in a minute, or maybe not stop seeing you at all.